It's Yamez here with Sunday morning gathering, as the name will be for now. Um, excuse me. Um, just waiting for that notification to pop out and trying to pull up my chat here. Yes. Here we go. Yes. Here we go. Mute. All right. Um, got my coffee. Made a nice batch of Cuban coffee this morning. I can feel it right here. Hey Russ, how you doing? All right, let me set this to live chat. Curtis, Bobby. What a freaking morning. Hey Neil. Excuse me. I got my Kleenex right here. First degree. How you doing, Josh? Bill? Howdy, howdy, howdy. All right. Let's let people filter in. Got Derek Brockmeyer. Good morning. Insanity. Oh no, did you all get stocked up? Everybody freaking out, made toilet paper disappear. Nah, I didn't stock up. There's alternatives. Dana, good morning. 2 square rule. What's the sermon on today? I don't know. West Falls, Sandy. How's it going? Alan, Hubcat, John Taylor. Good morning. How's Oklahoma today? Making huge strides in the forge here, making some incredible stuff. That's awesome. Old James, elbow bump. What up, bump? Yeah, it's raining here too. I'm wondering if I'll be going to work today or not. Last week, it's work, but it's a house that we're renovating to turn into a rental. Kinda. Yeah. So morning Shane, Mark. Give me your crud. Ethan. No fear, don't worry. That's the sermon. I suppose that's last night in my live stream, I really tried to avoid touching on the coronavirus. Hey Draysons, how you doing, JT? Not because I don't want to talk about it, but because I sneezed and my hair fell off. Yeah, it did. Sharp objects. What's up, Paul? I did have a pretty good week. I went to a buddy's shop, actually the Guild Hall, and was playing with his power hammer, and he's helping me gather materials to build my own. Hey Ken, how you doing? So you guys know, since I will be doing a lot, more talking than, on Sundays here. Hey, what's up, Joe? I have it's a sports injury, yay, but especially happens, it affects me early morning when I'm drinking my coffee, and then when I'm talking and this and that. I used to be a competitive swimmer, and one of the things that made me fast was I wouldn't take that breathing stroke. I wouldn't turn my head and breathe, so I basically hold my breath the entire time, and that messed up my sinus canals, and my throat a little bit. And what happens is I kind of build pressure in the back of my sinuses. So it's not a sneeze. It's kind of a depressurizing. You know what I mean? So fear not. I'm not sneezing over here. Anybody who's spent any significant amount of time with me has heard it, seen it, all that stuff. Marvin, the star of the show. How you doing, brother? Oh, hi, Roy. um, Bortigov. Good morning. John Coffey. Good morning. All it means is I do blow my nose a lot. I fly through tissue paper. But that's all on me. Good morning, Jeff. J-Bo. Right, Neil? It's annoying, but it happens. Will Home Forge, what's up? Yeah, so good morning, Bob. Everybody's filtering in. I'm just having fun and saying good morning. Bob, I saw your video on that axe drifting the axe thing. Good job. moving right along with your goal to be making axes. I mean, freaking kudos, man. Like I'm really working towards axe eye punt. Thank you. Brain fart. Really moving forward. It's like, I really need to move forward with my goals for making, fixtures and such as that. Looks like we have more people rolling in. Clears up after the second cup. Kind of clears up, as the day and, my body gets awake. It clears up. Oh no, Ben's here. So, Roy, how you doing? How's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? I mean, I hope everybody's you know, uh, holding tight, holding down the fort, and you know, I know work here is slowed down a little bit. I don't so much think it has to do with the virus or anything, um, but I do know that they're talking. We're talking about slowing down at work so that I can focus a bit on blacksmithing. Um, it's family business, so we're able to do that. $10 super chat in from Jeff Kren. Smoosh that like button and like that smoosh button. Thank you, Jeff. Everybody give that man a line of applause. Jeff he's one of my Patreons, and one of my earlier Patreons. He's been, I've got a small handful of Patreons that have signed up, like pretty much almost as soon as I got a Patreon account. And he's been, him and Hubcap have been like right there since the beginning with me, for that. And I'd like to thank you guys, all of my Patreons, all of you guys, everybody who helps support. Yeah, Roy, I hear that. Permission to keep the bees. Oh, you got permission to keep the bees. That's great. I'm missing some of the chat here. You got the sickness and tons of rain. Not good for an open air forge. Oh, no. You take care of yourself, brother. You do take care of yourself. But yeah, so on my end, kind of like what Big Dog's going through is he's got to focus on finishing his retirement and making his channel and his forge his primary source of income. I kind of have to start making money at my forge by making items that I can actually sell, um, and make it a viable business, you know, or go, hammered down at work and slow down at the forge. But I'm taking this opportunity where we're actually a little bit slower to get out there and make things, you know. Um, Last night I was making hammers. I'm not going to be a hammer maker. I'm not going to be a tool maker for the blacksmiths. Um, if I make them, it's to practice and because I do like making hammers, um, and I'll be putting those up for sale. But I really do want to do. I want to finish that bamboo lamp and get that figured out and make a bunch of those. Uh, Trying to read through this and grab my coffee and pork rinds. Awesome. You can't see the likes though. I currently have 36 people watching and 24 likes. If you guys are curious of updates, I can update you. Good afternoon, Mr. Pekka. Smrekt. Wayne, welcome. How long would you say you are in the forge a week practicing and whatnot? Yeah, how about that lamp, right? Uh, the lamp's the reason I got the propane forge, Roy, and I haven't used the propane forge for the lamp at all, for the pass through. Jim Dunkel, hi. Um, how long would I say I'm in the forge a week? Well, we all know I'm in there, pretty much, morning till evening, so a good 11 hours every Saturday. Um, and I have been getting out there a lot more lately. I usually used to hit it maybe 2 or 3 times a week during the week for about 2 to 3 hours after work. But on these days that I get off, or it's like we just have one quick job to do, and then we're off by noon. It's like I'll get out there and I'll spend the rest of the day out there. Excuse me. All right. Bought 4 bags for Miss Penny and only had room for 2. What are we talking about here? I do know that Miss Penny is not going to be making it to Quad State this year. Dana, good morning. Like. Common, y'all. All right. Well, you have to target women if you want to sell a lot. Men try. You know what? Yeah. Just over here waiting. Foxy lady walks in super late. Hello, hello. I didn't realize you said it was all. Nick D, good morning. Yeah, my Saturdays. Pork rinds. Gotcha. He is avoiding the answer, Roy. What? Roy asked a question. I did answer. How about that lamp? And I said, well, I haven't worked on it, even though I set the propane forge up to work on it. I did answer that. Good morning, Tommy. Yeah, my Saturdays, it's like I'm trying to clear my area or clear my my shop out, make room, and clear my yard out to make it presentable. And I hope to be able to have people over. I hope on Saturdays for my guild, I hope it to be like a secondary guild hall where I can have open forge like noon to 5 or noon to 4, where anybody in my guild is welcome to come over and hop on an anvil, light up a forge, and play. You know what, Russ? That's another thing that I was thinking of looking into is making, small wearables. Wilhelm, just look up Abana affiliated. They are there. You may have to look for them. There's a guy near me who I recently talked to. He's been, forging on the weekends for the past nearly 10 years, And when I said, "Oh, are you in the Tidewaters Blacksmith Guild?" He's like, "I didn't even know guilds existed." So it's like it's a matter of you look for them too. And yeah, I'll look into doing some small stuff. I've got to make items that I can ship quickly and sell and have like a high turnaround rate. And I think Roy actually did a video on that a while back. I don't think I said good morning to Mountain Critter. Good morning. Um, Hooks, Yemas. Hooks. People need plant hooks. Right. Exactly. I think Roy did a video on that a while back about making smalls to sell and fill your Etsy page with listings of smalls, things that you can have, a box of that you can turn around and sell when they get orders. Have I talked to Tim lately? I do not. He was in my live stream last night, but I have not spoken with him personally. Yeah, Roy did a video on everything. Yeah, he did. How can I email you, Yamez? I can send you a picture of the arm torque that I often wear. They're quite popular. Yep. My email is in the description. It's islandmetalforge@gmail.com. Yeah, I'll have to do that again. I'll look into a band affiliates. Yeah. Hey, Mrs. Duncan. What's up, sister? There's a bit of a delay here. I'm watching myself drink my coffee. I know channel-wise, live streams are my bread and butter. It's kind of the reason that I started a live stream, channel was because I love live entertainment. Good morning, Mr. Jones. Craig, how you doing? Matt Paulson, good morning. Yeah, Neil, you're pretty recognizable. But yeah, I can't wait. I need to talk to Anson Ivy. He's got a excuse me. He's got a cord for me that supposedly will allow me to use my DSLR with my computer without having to buy that HDMI converter or the FireWire thing that's on Amazon. Hey Jim, how you doing, brother? What's up, man? Happy Sunday. But he was supposed to bring it to the guild meeting today, but it got canceled because it's a gathering of about 100 people. So we're not doing that. Ignis, good morning. Probably going to be another flyby. Do what you got to do. Yeah, get out there early. But if I don't go to work today, I'm going to finish those hammers and get them cleaned up. And I have to order some handles from House Handles. Yeah, because the one handle that I do have has got a knot right in the neck of it. And I don't think that's really good for a forging hammer. Excuse me. Nebraska. I'm over here on the East Coast. Yep. I'm about 7 or 8 miles or so from the ocean. But this is a weird thing to say, but I'm only like half a block away from the water. So, what fun big projects is everybody working on? I do have a problem, Ben. I got lots of problems. Circle of Death. Uh-oh. You might have to reset. New Brunswick. I don't know. X isn't a teenager that likes knives. Yeah, yeah. I remember you saying that you were going to have to kind of learn how to do knives to teach him how to do knives. New propane tank forge. Yeah. Making a variety of tongs. New propane tank forge. Nice. Variety of tongs for your shop. Yeah, I need to kind of stock up on tongs. Um, Got to finish the go-kart and start on tongs. Nothing great. Always great. An elaborate medieval dagger. Nice. Was that a pun, Jeff? Working on, you've been trying to get your forge set up, and you've been working on or putting it on the back burner. Thank you, Russ. Dies for the guillotine. Guillotines are fun. Um, Taking it easy today. Ready to hit it hard next week. Nice. There you go. All right, Tommy. You drive safe. Damascus floor shifter for a friend's drifting car. Is that what you were working on your live stream the other day, John? That big chunk of steel? A Yamez hamster wheel. Yeah, that's the last thing we need. I'll do a Yamez powered shop where I'm just running in a wheel, turning a crank. Calla lilies, I have not even attempted those yet. They look a bit of fun. Yeah, I don't know why. That thing was massive, John. Quad State 2020 powered by Yamez. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Ben. Um, yeah, I'm having any sort of issues with what is it called? With my resolution. It's very likely because the storm, you know. My internet has been totally messed up lately around here. Roy did a video. Yeah, he did. One of these days. Yes, thank you, John. Um, yeah, it's like we just try to keep the language clean here. That's it. You know, it's not so much when people get come in here and troll it up. As much as it is. Everybody gets excited and yeah. Well, it's shiny. Yeah. That might also be the color changing lights behind me. Uh, it could honestly really be the camera's trying to keep up with it and constantly pixelating. That might actually be better. Yeah, Ben. Yeah, that's what I've heard, Ignis. Um, yeah. Dan Moss will never live that down. Did I miss something? I'm assuming Dan Moss getting his butt kicked by Ben Toombs, somebody half his size. Oh, So, how are you guys liking? Do you guys like the new thumbnail that I made? I made that literally 5 minutes before the show. Um, and the neat thing about that is I can go in and re-edit and change the name of it. I just put Sunday morning gathering because that's kind of what this is. This is us getting together every Sunday morning, and it's like allows us all to keep in touch. Keep in touch with the community, and I mean, and what a great community it is, really. Um, I love that you've got a stream reminder set up, Yamas. Yes, I do. Yeah, I set up alarms for all the streams, even my own. That way I don't miss them. uh, uh, yeah. I'm trying to in the Facebook groups and such. Um, I'm really trying to let people know that these live streams are out there because um, they are such a huge help to the beginner smith. How many of you, by show of hands, um, stumbled across these live streams or heard about these live streams, whether mine or Roy's or Tim's or anybody's live streams, and jumped in, and started asking questions and getting to know people and just participating in the community, Um, it's a good way to it's a good way to jump in and ask questions, you know. Sorry, Ben. I guess you don't get to participate in this exercise. My little handy capable buddy. uh, yeah, it allows us to almost in real time, because there's a short delay, in real time answer a question, ask a question, answer a question, get shown a how if I'm at the forge, you know. Um, yeah, exactly. Insanity, absolutely. Adios, Jeff. Thank you. Um, it becomes a rabbit hole, and then you watch a live stream, and that's kind of like why I do what I do. It's like I as an extreme beginner, as a beginner, I started doing videos, and my goals were twofold. Number one, to watch myself progress, and if anybody wanted to watch it, to show people, hey, this is starting with nothing and building up from there. Um, hey, Baird, how you doing? Lauren Wembley, what up? Good afternoon, good morning. Um, yeah, and it's just coming in and hanging out and chit chatting it's a fun way to show support, you know. And then smooshing that like button's a great way to show support. What's up, James? How you doing, little Bew? Pew 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 pew. uh Robert is out in his natural habitat working on some forges. I love you guys. And me here with you reporting to him every once in a while. Well, go give him a hug for me, Tina. You would you ever take an apprentice, Yamas? I know you say you're a beginner, but you're a load more talented than me. But I've only ever done metalworking, not smithing. Russ, honestly, you'd probably be able to show me a thing or two for metalworking. Um, I would love a co-host. If anybody's living in this area, you know, and able to be a co-host for me or with me, I have no problems with that. uh, somebody in the forge. Oh, aimless hugs, brother. Live at the bottom of a big hill, Jay. Oh, that's rough, Jay. Sprinkle Donuts two away from doing a giveaway. That's awesome. Yeah, he's been cranking out some videos. Don't cut them into small pieces. You need a big piece. 12 by 6 foot, 3/4 inch steel. Yeah, I need big pieces. Mule Kick, what up? Hi. Oh, you've been watching the live shows for years, but only commenting recently. Nice, man. Well, welcome to the conversation. Right, Boar? All right. James is good, people. You got, yeah, Roy. I've been meaning to get something, like a Mawabo or something over to you just to throw out there, throw a bit of variety. Like, people are sending things for the giveaways. Um, uh, it shouldn't all be on you to do giveaways for the community. Um, and I love that you're taking in, it's like, items from other people. Anything you need from me, brother, I will, do what I can to help and send it out. It's the extender sitting right there. So is the Forge Around the World book. I'll make a couple things and build a box and send it out. It's, yeah. Just free time has been at the Forge. What's up, Adam? It's not that I'm forgetting it, Roy. It's that I see it there and I go, dang it, I gotta send that out. Yeah. Little Bew's dad. Yeah, James Bew's dad. He's a goofy one. Dylan Corwin, good morning. Ken's out of here. Goodbye, Ken. Yeah. I got this. I should probably put the pop-out chat. Wonder if I can do this right there so that it looks like I'm looking at you guys. Right? Yeah. Jason Gannon, good morning. Estelle, how you doing, sis? Chris Dixon's in the house. Ignis, you be safe out there. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, so, yeah, what were we just talking about? All goes back to community. I think we were talking about people joining the live streams and such. It just all goes back to the community, like the community being what it is. It's just, as people who enter it, I've been getting a lot of quite a handful of the community videos being put up, or to add to my playlist, and it just goes to show you, it's like the community is ever growing. People today, somebody may be discovering, the blacksmithing community I actually did speak to somebody on Facebook who, was just all he was doing. Brand new member, just bought a forge and shared a bunch of pictures of him starting. And it's like, awesome, welcome to the community. But line that forge. And he goes, how? I'm like, I'm not sure. Here's what I know. Ask a question. He's like, you can ask questions. I'm like, by all means, ask questions. Yeah. Uh, when do you get to leave? Right now, Ben. Goodbye. Yeah, so it's like by all means ask questions, and these live streams are great places to do that, because if I don't know the answer, I can point you to somebody who does, or somebody in the chat would know the answer. You know what I mean? So it's like that's just what this community is about. And it's all about helping each other out. Nobody here wants to see anybody here fail. That's awesome, Roy. Couch Forge is good people. Couch Forge is very good people. He was, there was a small pickling of people who were instrumental in kicking off the um, Operation Seth package, and yeah, he's an amazing supporter of the blacksmith community. Um, him, Uncle Buck's Forge. Um, yeah, listing names is so difficult because there are so many people who help the community as a whole. You know, quid pro quo. Gotta love this community. Yeah, man. Um, yeah, I'll get with you, Roy, at some point. And yeah, it's like discuss what something that I can probably send, just to not to not doing that to be like, oh, and then this is from Yamez. It's not a promotional thing, just something to take. If you want me to make a bunch of coil spring slots, chisels and punches and stuff, just to take a bit of the load off of you, you let me know. Oh, and Roy, he'll do it. Drop of the hat. He'll send you an email being like, expect a package. It's like, okay. Robert Robinette's another one that he loves helping. He'll send out a couple little things for giveaways or for to help a smith. He's another proponent or champion of the blacksmith community. Silent from the shadows. Don't be treating Roy like that. Yeah, right. Who's messing with Roy? You don't have to make it a promotion for me. Excuse me. Sorry, everybody. All right. This ain't that kind of show. No, it's not. No, Dylan, it is not. Oh, my coffee's almost up. You're going to start an anti-promotion? Ben, you are an anti-promotion. All right. We do. Whether it's through information or, hey, I've got some spare metal, I've got a bit of extra, this hard to find metal, hey, can I give it a try? Cut off a chunk, send it out, it's like, yeah, it's a great community, and my brain is just shutting down slowly right now. Ha! Yeah, he will, Lauren. Yeah, he will. That speargrass hits the nail on the head. I cannot say for sure if I will ever be a great legendary blacksmith like some of those in the past, and like some of those who are currently running, shaping up to be. But you never know who I may inspire in the future. You know, somebody that I help may turn out to be the next Samuel Yellings, or um, so on and so forth. Uh, New Jersey Steel Baron insanity. That's where people always, you know, tell me to go. I haven't gone there yet, so I don't know. But uh, I mostly work with scrap steel. Why is everybody laughing at me? Oh, be the next Ben Toombs? Let me get an axe. Cut me off at the ankles, or cut me off at the knees. Or would it be the hip? How short are you? I'm sorry, Ben. I'm sorry. Oh, Ben. Why are you always right freaking there? Sienna Pfaff. If you live near Alros, Metals Plus Outlet is a fantastic place to get cheap known steels. Good to know. I don't. That's true, Adam. I do have a steel supplier relatively near me. It's about a 40-minute drive, but I can get tool steel, stainless steel, aluminum, uh, sheet steel. I mean, money, big money. Um, but or they have a surplus pile, which are cutoffs or scrap steel, all sorts of stuff like that. Stuff that they can't use. They uh, let me root around for. It's about $1 a pound to dig through them. Um, you know what, Drayson? That is absolutely true, yet also way too nice to say publicly about Ben. Be careful. I mean, you can't, can you, or do you have the facility to make workable steel from, say, beer cans? Beer cans being aluminum, not steel. I always miss your live shows because it's 1 a.m. here where I live, but I always watch the replay. There you go, Boar. Oh, Ben's all right. Ben's all right. We'll just leave it at that. Ben's all right. Oh, steel cans are used for drinks in the UK. Is it steel or tin? That's something to look into. I mean, sure, if you're taking some steel cans, I suppose you can, set up a foundry, or somebody help me out with the wording here, but melt it down into a crucible and pour it into, slugs that you can pound into shit. I'm sure you can. Yeah, pretty much, Sienna. Everything at my scrapyard is between 50 and $1 a pound. Yet every time I've bought something from there, they're like, "Oh, that's $1 a pound." So I spent, that double post vise build that I did was it was about $100 to build that, and was not expecting it to cost that much. Um, yeah, and there's that whole argument, not argument, but argument in the blacksmith community, much akin to the arguments in the community, did Hans shoot first, all that junk. But known steel versus scrap steel, and there's positive arguments on both sides. There's pros and cons for everything. Where it really gets annoying is those hardcore, oh, it's scrap steel, it's garbage. It's scrap steel, it's garbage. It's like, well, we know who a blade maker is. You can always tell a bladesmith, a strictly bladesmith, by the responses to the question, can I use this steel? That generic question, is this steel any good? They'll immediately, no, it won't hold an edge. Well, what if I was talking about making a yard ornament? Yeah, John, yours is Blacksmith's Disneyland. If anybody ever makes it to Troy, Ohio for Quad State, there's a scrapyard. Nope, I'm not telling the secret because then all the good stuff will be gone. Never mind. John, I'm specifically saving up probably about $300 just to shop there. No, I can't do that. That money needs to go to gas. Ha! It looks like there's a hole in the bottom of my cup. Oh no, that's the authentic original Disney parks. Like this was bought at Disney Park. It is much easier to use a known steel, correct? But some of the arguments that I've seen against using mystery steel are just cop-outs, in my opinion. You can always take a piece of scrap mystery steel, a chunk of it, and run all sorts of tests on it to find out exactly the proper way to heat treat the forging proper and all of that stuff, and then make a usable knife. You absolutely can do that with any steel. Run your own testing. Somebody who says no, that's garbage, it's just lazy to me. What? If you want to call it garbage when it's a completely usable steel for either tool, art, or even blades, that's garbage. It's like you can use it. You still can use it. It just takes a little bit more work. Somebody's got to fix my truck this year. I'm going to bring my truck up there, and I want all of you guys to look at it and like soup it up and be like, pimp my ride, blacksmith style. Now, I'm not saying that a scrap steel knife, an unknown or unsure mystery steel knife, is better than a known tool steel knife. I'm just saying, to automatically dismiss something because it's not pristine, brand new, and all that stuff it's, in my opinion, is just lazy thinking. It's uncreative. Exactly. While you're learning, it doesn't matter. Exactly. Nail on the head there, Sienna. I do want, speaking of my ride, you realize we use hammers for stuff like that. Yeah. There you go. Them like curly Q things, Lauren. Yeah. My ride, my truck. I so want to add blacksmithing accents along the sides. I want to forge a bamboo brush guard. I've got huge ideas for my truck. Uh, truck's gonna look like Raindrop Damascus, right? Someone welded an anvil to the crank pulley. I don't know. Exactly, Roy. Um, that you're absolutely right about that. And blacksmithing and bladesmithing are two different aspects of the same family, of metalworking, of smithing. Um, and while one is not greater or worse than the other, each have their own merits, truly, because some of the blades that come out, they're beautiful pieces of art, you know. Um, but the skills to make that beautiful piece of art fall less on the blacksmithing side and more on the details, bladesmithing, the handle design, the hand sanding, all that non forging detail. Um, I will be planning on that, Estelle. I will be planning on that. Um, it's and unfortunately, a lot of people are getting into the blacksmithing community for bladesmithing. And when they ask questions or answer questions, they are speaking from a bladesmith's point of view. Is this a good steel? Is the perfect question. Because, or is a terrible question because it doesn't tell you what your goals are. Is it going to be for a knife? Is it going to be for a punch? Is it going to be for a hummingbird, that you stick in the ground and, display your garden? Is this a good steel? For what? uh, very good. I love the conversation today, guys. Whatever steel you use, you have to figure out how to heat treat it properly. Exactly. Unless you don't need to heat treat it. Estelle, I slowly working towards, I've got the cord so that my camera can run 24/7. Um, I've got, I've still got to get a way to connect my camera to my computer, and then I will be learning the OSB or OBS split screening and all of that stuff. Actually, somebody had sent me Mr. Ballard had sent me a green screen as well. Not much room for it back here. It's 10 foot by 20 foot, but I have an area over here, which maybe if I fold the ends in just a little bit, I could fit. I want to set it up on a roller so that I can roll it up when not in use. And I've got to build the lights because for green screen, there's a certain way of doing lights. Um, you have to have two lights that are not shined on you, but shining on the green screen itself to make sure it's an even color. And then you have to have a backlight shining behind me and then a light shining just on me, but not on the green screen because you don't want a shadow. Anyway, so gonna have quite a bit of fun once I get that. All right, where was I? I kind of went off on that. I saw Estelle's comment and wanted to kind of go into that a bit. And I do intend on having people on the show with me screen or me sitting there in the tiny corner of their screen poking them or something, and I'd hope to have Tim come and, be a regular co-host on Sundays. I just need to set that up. Yes. Phew. All right. I gotta turn my air conditioning or my heat off a bit. This thing isn't super accurate on me. All right. Michael Robertson. It's raining here. I can't see the sun. You know? Yeah, raining its butt off over here. There's no lesser smith on smiths with higher skill sets in different areas. Tool makers are no better than a knife maker, and same for armor. Precisely. Precisely. Um, it's specialized niche skill sets, you know? Really. And that goes for anything in life. You can be, you know, brilliant at one thing, brilliant at it, a master of that, yet be completely oblivious to something else, you know? No offense taken, Boar. Yeah. So, hi, Paul. Yeah, it's 50 degrees here. 50 and raining. But, Mike said she'd up some track lighting so you change out different bulbs. Yeah, I've probably got 150 foot of track that I can put up for lighting. Um, in the room, uh, they need to be in certain positions. Um, and I've got a few pieces. I've got a shop full of lighting stuff it's just a matter of piecing together. I've got to make a few soft boxes, things like that. I actually am going to be in the shop running some more track lighting to basically do show lights for my live shows on Saturdays. Actually, I wouldn't mind picking up. There's some track that I used to work with. Um, it's like a four circuit track, and you can bring it to a control box, being switches, and control different lights. You know, so you can have like A being series to point right here, you know, B being a series of lights to point over here, and so on and so forth. And you can turn them on and off. I would not mind having that kind of a setup. It's just I haven't been able to find that track. I thought I had some floating around from an old job, but I haven't been able to find it. That's, you know, behind the scenes stuff. I'm working on, you know, proper lighting. Right now, my in the shop lighting for, you know, is a mixture between actual working lighting and show lighting. And it's very temporaryized that I've been using for a year and a half, 2 years. Temporary, right. But, yeah. Oh, well, we are coming up on the hour mark, you guys. That'd be cool. I have a few Howard ends and a few pin spots. Pin spots would be nice. But yeah. Um, do you sing over the rainbow? Yeah, that is a random question. Like, do I go over the rainbow and start singing, or do I sing the song over the rainbow? I like the freaking Hawaiian version of that song. You know, only because Izzy is freaking awesome. I'm sad to see when he died. Good smith can make something good from scrap steel, and a bad smith can make scrap from the best steel on getting more skill. Right, Jim. Right. Absolutely. Catch you later, Adam. Playing in the snow today, John? Nice. Thanks, Roy. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Jeff, for the service, or for the super chat. Hey, Mark. Yeah, right in at the end. I hope everybody has a great day. Um, I hope everybody has a great day, and stay safe out there. Uh, don't let the turkeys get you down. Ben, you know, one of these days we're gonna lock him in a box and throw him in the ocean. Um, I hope everybody here except Ben has a great day. Yeah, Ben can. All right. Hearts and health, everybody. Y'all are a fantastic community, and I appreciate every single one of you. Uh, don't forget, Big Dog just did a video on bacon Damascus. He calls it braided Damascus, but it looks like bacon, and I wanted to eat it. Yes, thank you all. Everyone so far is doing pretty good, Mark. Yep, an hour earlier next week. um, yeah. All right, you guys. I always hate closing these things down because it's like hanging out. Y'all are like hanging out with me. Praise the borax and pass the forge. Or praise the forge and pass the borax. I think is how it's said. Um, all right. Good morning, Dwayne. Metal Man. Good morning. Everybody's showing up like an hour late. You go first. You go first. Yep. Elbow bumps, everybody. All right. You guys all have a 100% awesome day. Go out there and be safe. Hit some steel if you're able to. Make something awesome. Uh, Dwayne, we are all fantastic. Later, everybody. I wish I could go on another hour to say hi to the people to hang out with the people that just showed up, but alas, I cannot. All right. Yep. Check y'all next Saturday. Saturday, I will be doing something fun in the Forge. I'm not sure what yet, but Saturday I will be in the Forge. So, see you guys all there. Hearts and health. Closing buttons. Button, button, button.